8 times toddlers had paranormal encounters. Terrifying dinner. A mother and her 2 daughters are enjoying their dinner before someone or something manages to terrify them all. The littlest girl, closest to the camera, begins to complain of being scared, constantly looking to a specific corner of the kitchen. Her sister thinks her fear is funny and begins to mock her, making little growls and screams and then laughing wildly. The mom is confused, trying to figure out why her little girl is scared, but she cannot get an answer out of her. The mom asks if it's the family fish, as their fish had just died that day, and perhaps it's the trauma of losing their first family pet that's getting to her. The other daughter continues to make fun of her sister, and the mother again tries to comfort the crying girl, telling her it's just raining outside and nothing more. The distressed girl joins her mother, now laughing too, now crying even harder, while the other sister is still laughing and making fun. That is, until she isn't. She turns around to the same corner of the kitchen, as if she's heard something, and the smile immediately wipes off of her face, almost like she's been stunned. She then lets off the most blood-curdling, terrifying scream. She gets up and runs too, nearly knocking over the table in the process. The video ends there. What do you think they saw? Is the girl just a great actress, or did the 2 of them see something that night? Ghostly playground. A playground is not the first place you'd expect to run into the paranormal, but for this family, a simple late-night trip to the park happened to be one of the most terrifying experiences of their lives. To let their rambunctious children shake off some energy before bed, this mother and father thought it would be a good idea to let their kids run around at a local playground not too terribly far from their newly purchased home. Little did they know, however, that the word around town is that this park is pretty infamous for being very, very haunted. The parents encouraged their children to run and play, allowing the 2 to swing and slide for upwards of an hour because, well, it's a Friday night and mom and dad are desperate for the children to sleep in the next morning. Sometime during the night, the father begins recording just to show his own mother her grandchildren's wild energy, and what appears behind the little girl just as she pushes off from the slide will send a shiver down your spine. You'll notice for just a brief second that behind the girl is the face and form of another child, looking as if they are walking up the slide themselves. The face of the child is absolutely terrifying, and the movement it makes is just as strange, as if they are doomed to play in an afterlife time loop. Notice too how there's no shadow behind the stairs, and that the recording does not catch another child climbing up either, which makes it look like it manifests from nowhere. What do you make of this? Is this a trick of the light, or did this father just capture what those around town had been seeing for decades? Crib apparitions. This next one features some of the scariest paranormal activity ever captured on a baby monitor before. Posted onto Facebook, a mom uploads footage from her nursery monitor. She points out some really strange shadows lurking over her child's crib, hoping for someone to provide a normal explanation. She's terrified, and she has a reason to be. There are around 4 to 5 different, dark, ghostly shapes that can be seen, and as they manifest, strange movements begin to occur, as an orb of light seems to pulsate in and out right above the child's head. The woman is adamant that she is no believer in the paranormal and expects to have this solved by science, not the supernatural. Some ask her if there are any hanging mobiles or anything else hanging in the nursery, to which she claims there are none. Another commenter says it's a trick of the light from her curtains, but the mother has blackout curtains installed, which block out all outside light. She claims that her toddler wakes up a lot at night, sits up, and looks around the room often, but she's never captured anything like this on video before. So, what could this be? Is there a natural explanation or a supernatural one? Doll possessed. While playing a wannabe vlogger, this little girl has her world shaken to her core forever. She's off doing what all little girls do, pretending to be on her own TikTok live, showing off her brand new doll she just got from the store with her mom. Mom is off making dinner, and she's got the iPad set to record. Everything seems fine, as the little girl is rattling off gibberish, pretending to talk to her many followers. She abruptly stops though, looking completely distressed, and hears something strange in the distance. Then, she notices something even more strange. Her brand new doll completely moves its head to the side, as if to look directly at her. She's petrified and has every reason to be. Frightened, she quickly ran to her mother, telling her that the doll moved its head and looked at her. While the video ends there, the user posted an update informing everyone that the doll has been thrown out and nothing strange has happened in the house since. Is this doll really sentient, or is this some weird trick of the light? Lurking shadows. A family in Highland, Michigan is totally convinced something is haunting their little girl. Her mother and father have encountered their infant daughter pointing and mumbling to nothing many times before, but besides hearing a few strange noises in their very old home, this is the first thing they've ever managed to capture. Late one night, their baby monitor picks up a strange, shadow figure, transparent in nature, walking right in front of their baby's crib, which the baby manages to immediately notice. The baby is obviously terrified, enough to alert her parents to wake up and check on her. Her mother says that it's like their daughter can see people who are not there. The mother also insists that her daughter had scratches on her back the very next morning, and also alleges that she woke up to what felt like someone grabbing her neck and choking her. The family eventually calls a paranormal investigator who manages to uncover some of the house's disturbing history. Apparently, the man who lived in the home before ultimately took his own life, right in that very room. At the time the video was recorded, the family was reportedly saving up enough money to move out. Unfortunately, that's the last communication the family has made to the public, and their whereabouts are not currently known. Pushed toddler. This next one is a little controversial. What seems to be a happy, bouncing baby playing and dancing the night away turns sinister a little too quickly. Children are of course notorious for falling over and losing their balance. That's nothing new, but this one seems very different. The video shows a mother recording her baby girl in a great mood during playtime. That is, until she appears to be pushed by an unseen force. Now, many people in the comments detail just how often toddlers fall over, but the evidence makes a compelling case. The toddler is actually squarely planted on her feet, and the way she falls over looks so much more as if she's pushed than it looks if she were to have just fallen over. You can see that the center of gravity that's pushing her is directed at her chest. It doesn't come from her legs. The mother goes on to explain that there have been paranormal incidents at their home before, but nothing this drastic. Is this just more evidence of another clumsy baby? Or was she pushed by the paranormal? You be the judge. Talking spirit. Would you ever have dinner with a ghost? Well, that seems to be exactly what's going on here. During a late-night family dinner, a brother and a sister are dutifully eating until the brother excuses himself to go to the bathroom. He begins recording his sister so she doesn't eat any of his food, as apparently this has been quite the issue in this house lately. The brother gets up to go, and sometime later, the girl can be seen sneaking a swig of her brother's root beer, and while she does so, the wrapped cutlery set on the table can be seen moving ever so slightly in the frame, pulled by an imaginary force. Then, out of the blue, she makes random eye contact with something and then says, "That's Billy's dinner," but no one else is at the table with her. And according to her brother, the one who posted the video online, their parents were out for date night and it was just the two of them. Several people seem to agree that the video definitely contains paranormal activity, and this girl does seem to be able to communicate with it. It is often said that children are much more sensitive to the paranormal than adults are, and in that case, this definitely makes this clip more sense. What do you think happened here? Is this girl extra sensitive, or is this another fake attempt for online clout? Greedy ghost. The following video is nothing short of disturbing. Most paranormal entities can often be seen or heard from a distance, but rarely do they get physical. But in this case, the line is definitely blurred. Footage from a family's home security camera captures what appears to be an altercation between a child and an unseen entity. The little girl is holding a pet treat container and a toy suitcase in the other, and she begins rattling the treats in the air until all of a sudden, it looks as if it is being yanked away from her with great force. The child resists, then does the same thing with her toy suitcase, and this too appears to be yanked from the child's hands. She's defiant with whatever this is, and she doesn't seem to be too scared of what's going on. She firmly says no to the force, and then simply walks away. Who tried to take this little girl's things from her? Was she playing with another child from beyond? Or was this something a little more sinister? Whatever it is, this child wants nothing to do with it.